I'd like to call to order the North Aurora Village Board meeting of Monday, April 15th, 2019. And we'll open with a silent prayer and meditation. Please join me in a pledge of allegiance.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Will the clerk call the roll, please?
Mayor Berman?
Here.
Trustee Gaffino?
Here.
Trustee Lowry?
Here.
Trustee Curtis? Here. Trustee Carroll?
Here.
Trustee Martinez?
Here.
Trustee Gately?
Here.
Our first item is a public hearing. This is on our fiscal year 2019-2020 draft budget. Bill Hanna.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. This is the official public hearing for the village's fiscal 19-20 draft budget. The budget has been available at Village Hall, posted on our website for a few weeks now, as long as other required information under the Act. This is the public hearing. If anyone would like to make comments on the draft budget for next fiscal year, they could be heard at this time.
Well, seeing none, I declare our public hearing closed. Next is the presentation from Mr. Court Carlson, the Aurora Area Convention and Visitors Bureau.
Thank you, Dale, and Village Council. I'm happy to be here, and thank you for giving me a chance to address the city and the village and kind of go over what our 2018 marketing cooperative plan was for the village of North Aurora and highlight some of the metrics and measurements and success stories of that plan, and then touch briefly on what we're doing for 2019. For our first year, really what we wanted to do was establish North Aurora as a destination within a destination, to give North Aurora its own voice and its unique identity within the Aurora area and what we're doing as a regional destination marketing organization, and highlight those unique attributes of North Aurora. And one of the first things we did was establish a new URL, the gonorthaurora.com site, and create a landing page that sits on the enjoyaurora.com website that is highlights attractions, dining, shopping, and events that are available only in North Aurora, and that then feeds into our landing page and our site where we can drive customers and consumers visiting North Aurora information strictly on North Aurora. For our 2018 campaign, we had just about $14,000 in our budget. And when working with staff here in the village, we recognized a couple different issues that we wanted to address with this plan. One of them was obviously to create that brand name and recognition for North Aurora in the region as a destination, a place to shop and dine and get away on the river. And then also the need for media elements, photography, video, and those kind of information that not only we can use for our destination marketing, but also for the village as well, and a shared library of images and videos. On this slide here, it talks about where our spend went for 2018. Not only our videos and photography work, but also West Suburban Living magazine, holiday, 2 times in West Suburban Living, both a dining guide and also the holiday guide. Our social media marketing and digital campaigns, a rack card design and brochure, and neighborhood tourist holiday issue, which is a Shaw Media publication. I want to bring to your attention too that on the far right-hand column is the added value, and because of our buying power, with our regional media, we're able to buy down a lot of these ads that our municipality can't do alone because we're buying in bulk, and we're doing our own campaigns and other campaigns as well. So we're able to negotiate these rates on behalf of North Aurora, and then use your marketing plan to implement that with a savings of over $10,000 based on our buying power through these media outlets, was our added value to the village of North Aurora on top of the $14,000 marketing plan. Social and website. You know, we all know that it's all about digital and social media right now in terms of our marketing, advertising, and creating your brand awareness. So looking at social media, based on this 2018 campaign, the Share the Voice dedicated for North Aurora content on our social media channels was just about 129,000. What we like to see, based on the left-hand circles, what we're seeing for North Aurora is a pretty good mix of both events, outdoor, and dining. There isn't necessarily one particular aspect that is far and above the rest. So we're building North Aurora as a destination for both events, outdoors, activities, kayaking, canoeing, biking along the Fox River, and also dining. So we're seeing a great variety in the engagement that we're seeing on social media for the North Aurora campaign. And then on the website, on the right-hand side there, again, it was a new site that we built for Go North Aurora. But looking at the North Aurora information and dedicated North Aurora content was just under 52,000 page views on the site. And of that, just about 4,500 were direct campaign page views that were directed from our print campaigns, where they actually typed in gonorthaurora.com. The 52,000 are those that came through to the Go North Aurora site through whether it's social media, digital campaigns, or through the enjoyaurora.com site. But we're pleased that for our first year, and with our mix of everything campaigns, we were to see over 4,500 consumers actually go directly to the site, which isn't it is an encouraging number, considering they had to type in that address and not just click through to it. So we're happy to see that. Again, the North Aurora Media Library was one of our goals for this year. And to build that library, we had our video and photography vendors out at North Aurora Days, putting in North Aurora promotional videos, Fox River kayaking video, as well as the Illinois Made video. And again, we're gathering the information and we're creating the library, not only for our own use, but also use for the village and economic development, your own event promotion, and the municipal website and social media as well. So these are videos and photos that are available not only to the CVB, but also to the village as well. And in 2018, Hardware Restaurant here in North Aurora was inducted into the Illinois Made program through the Illinois Office of Tourism. And so we went ahead and we created a video for Hardware that rests not only on our website, but also uploaded to the Illinois Office of Tourism, enjoyillinois.com website as well, as part of their Illinois Made program. There is sound to it, but it doesn't play through the flash drive very well. But we're very pleased with the quality of work that our vendor is doing for us. And it's a great video, and the state was thrilled to get it. We produced it for them, and they were able to just upload it onto the enjoyillinois.com website on our behalf as part of the Illinois Made program for Hardware. And then again, we had our vendor out throughout the season, throughout the village, and gathering video for events, economic development, and other programs and projects for the village. And this was a montage of videos that we put together, kind of a draft of what's available here in North Aurora. And the beauty is we can take any one of these, segments of the video, create still shots for them for other promotions and other activities as well. It doesn't have to be a video. And then we can incorporate and create several different videos from this as well. And we were, again, really happy with the way it turned out and the variety of events we were able to get to this year. And looks like we had decent weather for most of it as well, so that's always nice. We have a whole video just of kayaking on the Fox River through North Aurora, which is real spectacular as well. And these are all videos that we will use in our own promotions throughout this year and the summer in our digital and social media campaigns. And moving into 2019, we've, again, working with staff here in North Aurora to put together our 2019 marketing plan, which we've already kicked off. And what we're looking at doing is really taking a little bit deeper dive into the digital side of the campaign to drive more traffic to the GoNorthAurora.com website and make sure that we are engaging with our consumers. But we're not totally ignoring the print media, so we do have about $6,000 in digital or in print ad spends as well. In Neighborhood Tourist, which again is a Shaw Media product that goes to 90,000 households for their subscriber base, and then Neighborville Magazine, which gives North Aurora that exposure, obviously east of here, and again for the river activity, for dining and special events here in North Aurora. But really what we want to do is really bump up that traffic to Go North Aurora, and we can do that easily and most effectively through our digital marketing campaigns, which include social media advertising, search engine marketing, display advertising, content promotion, and then retargeting to drive traffic back to the GoNorthAurora.com and make sure people who have been to the site continue to see our messaging over and over again and come back again and make North Aurora a regular stop in their travels. So, and again, I want to thank the village for their ongoing support of the regional tourism effort. This is a great program that we were able to roll out last year for some of our supporting communities, and it's a great way that we can help build name recognition and a individual marketing plan for our communities as part of the greater destination of the Aurora area. Be happy to
Yeah, I have a
take any
question.
questions.
Where are these print cards? Where do you display
Those are part of the plan as well. So those came out of the same marketing plan. And then they're available, obviously, here in City Hall. We make them available at the local hotels and attractions. And then we distribute those through the state tourism welcome centers. We get authorization to send them out to those locations. And then we're also partners in travel kiosks throughout the Illinois tollway system.
It's very nice, by the way.
Thank you.
Very nice design.
Thank you. And we worked with the village. They had a lot of input into all of our design work. They've been very good to work with, and they always have good feedback and nice direction for us. And again, that's, part of the added value was the distribution of the rack cards, because we already pay for that distribution through the travel kiosks at the tollway oases, and we go ahead and just distribute those rack cards along with our regular distribution of our visitor guide.
Any other comments?
Very nice.
Very nice.
Thank you, Court. This has been a 32-year involvement with North Aurora and the Aurora Area Convention and Visitors Bureau, and we really appreciate the support from the Bureau on our 3 hotels and certainly our restaurants and our other businesses. But I must say it's gotten better over the years, and certainly since you've become executive director, I think we see a better response in what's going on. So thank you very much.
Well, thank you, Dale. I appreciate it. Great. Thank you all.
Thank you.
All right. I have 2 proclamations. The first is Arbor Day 2019. Whereas in 1872, J. Sterling Morton proposed to the Nebraska Board of Agriculture that a special day be set aside for the planting of trees. And whereas this holiday, called Arbor Day, was first observed with the planting of more than 1 million trees in Nebraska, and Arbor Day is now observed throughout the nation and the whole world. And whereas trees reduce the erosion of our precious topsoil by wind and water, they cut heating and cooling costs, they moderate the temperature, they clean the air, they produce oxygen, and they provide habitat for wildlife. And whereas trees are a renewable resource, giving us paper, wood for our homes, fuel for our fires, and countless other wood products. And whereas trees in our city increase property values, enhance the economic vitality of the business areas, and beautify our community. And whereas trees, wherever they are planted, are a source of joy and spiritual renewal. And now, therefore, be it proclaimed that I, Dale Berman, Village President of the Village of North Aurora, do hereby proclaim April 26, 2019 as Arbor Day in the Village of North Aurora, and urge all citizens to celebrate Arbor Day and to support efforts to protect our trees and woodlands. And further, I urge all citizens to plant trees to gladden the hearts and promote the well-being of this and future generations on this 26th day of April, 2019. Thank you very much. Our second proclamation is April 2019 National Volunteer Appreciation Month. And where the Village of North Aurora has benefited from the service of numerous outstanding volunteers during the year, and whereas an underpinning of a decent and just society is the willingness of people to work together for the common good, and whereas the positive energy of selfless individuals mobilized in service can stem the tide of social afflictions, enrich our recreational and cultural lives, and can safeguard our personal safety and contribute to the efficiency and positive effect of government service. And whereas volunteering creates an opportunity to better oneself, and whereas it is incumbent upon all of our citizens to salute and dedicated volunteers and celebrate the volunteer program which contribute to life in the village. Now, therefore, be it proclaimed that I, Dale Berman, Village President, and the Board of Trustees of North Aurora, on this 15th day of April 2019, proclaim that April be recognized as National Volunteer Appreciation Month in the Village of North Aurora. Thank you. And Chief Fisher, do you have some comments?
I do. Thank you, Mayor. I just want to say that I appreciate all of our volunteers in the village, and in this case, especially our CERT volunteers, who there are several here tonight. Their service is invaluable. They're a very dedicated group of volunteers who volunteer a great deal of their time for no compensation whatsoever. And just to give kind of an idea of how much time they do volunteer, in 2018, 2,067 hours altogether were volunteered through 29 different volunteers. In comparison to 2017, there was 1,131 hours. So each year, the volunteer hours keep going up, which is fantastic. And if you were to put a dollar amount on that, on 2018's 2,000 hours, it would come to a little bit over $51,000. So again, I really appreciate all of your efforts, all of your dedication, and the time that you devote to North Aurora for everything that you guys do. And I'm going to turn it over to Deputy Chief Bezecki, who's going to recognize the actual individuals who have volunteered their time.
Thank you, Chief. So first, let me read the names. So as I read your name, please stand up. Not all of them are here. Sharon Malure, Matt Guzman, Brenda Ginther, Paul Rodenbach, Chuck Nader, Anthony Swiderski, John Jangalis, Heather Wood, Pete Linsner, Andrew Jerrianne, Ann Dickinson, Jennifer Huber, George Ginther, Jeff Wombold, Cheryl Mitchell, Kathy Linsner. And then this next group are the bronze level. They're the ones that have volunteered between 40 and 79 hours during 2018. David Lunardini, Cindy Alvis, Sherry Linker, Dave Thiesing,
and Mike Simmers. The silver group is 80 to 99 hours, and that's Lissa Liata and James Perlstein. The gold group, that's more than 100 hours. Julie Ruiz, Harley Linker, Mike Seiler, Steve Lopez, Jeff Wong, and Beth Drendel. Thank you all. Thank you all for your service.
I think we all thank you for your efforts and all you do. I noticed one of the names on the list of Paul Rodenbach is no longer with us, so I know he'd come for coffee with the mayor, so I miss seeing him then. But congratulations to all of you. You know, as long as it's volunteer appreciation, I think I'm going to go out of order, and I'm going to make 2 appointments as volunteers. The first is Holly O'Brien, who's not with us, but appointing her to the North Aurora Days Committee. And also who is with us this evening, Carolyn Salazar, to the North Aurora Days Committee. So we thank you for your efforts, and you're joining the committee for North Aurora Days. So thank you all for being here and appreciate it very much. No audience comments. Any trustee comments? Consent agenda.
Move to approve.
Discussion? Clerk, call the roll, please.
Trustee Gately?
Yes.
Trustee Martinez?
Yes.
Trustee Carroll?
Yes.
Trustee Curtis? Yes. Trustee Lowry?
Yes.
And Trustee Capino?
Yes.
And under new business, item number 1, Mr. Bosco.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Item number 1 tonight is the IGA, so intergovernmental agreement with Fox Valley Park District. This is to use their land, part of the Fox River Trail, in order to launch fireworks for our July 3rd fireworks show.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Discussion? Clerk, call the roll, please.
Trustee Curtis?
Yes.
Trustee Lowry?
Yes.
Trustee Capino?
Yes.
Trustee Carroll?
Yes.
Trustee Martinez?
Yes.
And Trustee Gately?
Yes.
And item number 2, Mr. Bosco.
Item number 2 is the special events permit for the fireworks show. So this is basically the village getting a permit, just dotting the i's and crossing the t's to have the event in Riverfront Park. We're also going to have a band there for a couple hours, so we're just getting the permit for it.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Discussion?
Trustee Lowry?
Yes.
Trustee Curtis? Yes. Trustee Capino?
Yes.
Trustee Carroll?
Yes.
Trustee Martinez?
Yes.
And Trustee Gately?
Yes.
Item number 3, Steve.
Though it is a village event, we are still, like I said, we always dot the i's and cross the t's. This is a resolution designating the event a village-sponsored special event, which gives us the right to have BYOB in Riverfront Park during the event.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Discussion? Clerk, call the roll, please.
Trustee Curtis?
Yes.
Trustee Lowry?
Yes.
Trustee Capino?
Yes.
Trustee Carroll?
Yes.
Trustee Martinez?
Yes.
Trustee Gately?
Yes.
And item number 4, Mr. Laskowski.
Thank you, Mayor. This item is the approval of a resolution for the expenditure of motor fuel tax funds for maintenance operations. Each year, IDOT requires that the village make an estimate of what they're going to be spending their motor fuel tax on and have a resolution passed on it. This year, we're going to pass the resolutions in the amount of $650,000, and it's going to support crack sealing, our salt purchase, our electricity costs, and the LED replacement program.
Motion approved. Second.
Discussion? Clerk, call the roll, please.
Trustee Gately?
Yes.
Trustee Martinez?
Yes.
Trustee Carroll?
Yes.
Trustee Curtis?
Yes.
Trustee Lowry?
Yes.
Trustee Capino?
Yes.
And item 5, John.
Thank you, Mayor. This item is the approval of a bid in the amount of $1,869,424.25 for the street improvement program. This year we had 3 bids for the annual road improvement program. We're going to be doing resurfacing 16 streets on the west side of town, and we're going to do patching on four streets on the east side. The contractor is going to be, the low bidder was Geneva Construction. They've worked in town before and have done a good job. We've received good recommendations from our consulting engineer, Rempey Sharp, so it's a staff recommendation to approve the bid in the amount of $1,869,424.25.
Move to approve.
Second.
Discussion. Was that under the estimate? I didn't even,
That was under the engineer's estimate and under budget.
very good. Any discussion? Clerk, call the roll, please.
Trustee Gabino?
Yes.
Trustee Curtis?
Yes.
Trustee Lowry?
Yes.
Trustee Gately?
Yes.
Trustee Martinez?
Yes.
Trustee Carroll?
Yes.
Item 6, Mr. Bosco.
Thank you. Item number 6 is our agreement with King County, basically another intergovernmental agreement. It's a resolution approving that for animal control. Basically, it's a 1-year contract with 2 one-year extensions possible. The village does not have animal control as part of its purview, so what we do is we basically use the county's animal control department, if you will, anytime we have an injured animal or an animal that needs to be collected, and they do it for a fee. The fee schedule is not attached, but we've had the service for several years, and we're just re-upping it.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Discussion. Clerk, call the roll, please.
Trustee Curtis?
Yes.
Trustee Lowry?
Yes.
Trustee Gabino?
Yes.
Trustee Carroll?
Yes.
Trustee Gately?
Yes.
Trustee Martinez?
Yes.
No
I have a
business.
question, Steve. Does that cover like people that call in and say there's a raccoon in their somewhere?
Yeah, so basically, anytime they call the police department and say, I have an owl, a raccoon in my yard, it's injured or whatnot, or I think an animal got hit by a car, the police will go out there, they'll see the animal, and then they'll call the county, and the county responds within a certain amount of time. The bill gets sent to the village, and we pay the bill. It's very infrequent. We don't really get a lot of people calling for animal control.
Dogs that are lost dogs.
And we got a few.
Yeah, located dogs.
No business. Village president, nothing. I made our appointments. Committee reports. Trustee comments. Mr. Administrator.
Just wanted to thank John. I'll send you basically a synopsis of all of John's emails to me over the course of 2 weeks, but he spent a lot of time handling that public works project out in the Tanner Trail subdivision right by Remington Landings, and it took 2 weeks for us to fix that sewer pipe, but it's fixed. And now there is a larger project coming up afterwards to remedy that situation in the future. But in the meantime, everything is working, and it didn't cost as much as we think it might have, so that's good. But we'll get the final cost to the board soon.
Very good. Yeah, you certainly kept us up to date on what was going on, and glad it came to a good fruition. Village Department Finance, Mr. Hanna.
Yes, just a couple things. The Government Finance Officers Association awarded the village the Certificate of Achievement for Excellence in Financial Reporting for our comprehensive annual financial report as of May 31st, 2018. This was the 18th consecutive year that the village has received that award, so kudos to the village. We also received from GFOA our popular annual financial reporting award for a PAFR. If you recall, we did this for the first time last year, and we also did a PAFR as of May 31st, 2018, which is also on the website along with our CAFR. So we're pleased that we received both of those acknowledgments from the GFOA.
Outstanding.
Good. You know, do we get any reports on the hits on our village site? I don't. Do we, Steve? Do we? We've never asked for anything, have we?
I'm going to ask Dave's here tonight, but I mean, we can call Weblinks, who hosts our website. I think they would know more than we would on how many hits
That
we
might
get
be
to which
worthwhile to
page.
see how many people are calling.
Truth be told, we just got the PAFR award, like Bill said today. So what I would like to do is probably post it on Facebook.
Yeah.
The PAFR to me is, even though it's a simple down version of the CAFR, it's probably the best to really see where the village's money comes and goes. And it's put in a format that should be really easy for residents to be able to thumb through it and really get some good information.
It's a synopsis of everything, so it's really worthwhile, and it's, a few pages as opposed to the complete booklet. But it's all online. But that needs to be. That's a quick quick access to it.
Could perhaps put that in the mayor's newsletter too, and also, you know, new developments that we,
Yeah, I think we really hit on this last year, was our first, and it was really, I think, exciting.
But you know what they always say, picture says 1,000 words, and so we put graphs and everything in there, so in a few pages, you get a much better idea of where the finances go.
yeah.
Community Development, Mr. Toth.
No report.
Chief Fisher.
No report, sir.
Public Works, John.
No report.
No executive session. Motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second.
All those in favor say aye.
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 Opposed? We're adjourned. Committee of the whole should start soon.